right, there's always so much happening in Black gay culture, but I want to kick off this discussion with my favorite question. What have you had it with in Black gay culture? Janeri, I'm going to start with you. What have you had it with?
I would say it's hard making friends.
Really?
For me.
Why?
I don't have many gay friends.
Like you have a lot of straight friends?
Mm-hmm. Well, I have a lot of straight female friends, but I don't have a lot of gay male friends.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think it's hard making friends?
For one, they automatically want to start dating you.
I mean, but you're dateable though.
Well, that's good, but like I want to be friends first.
Even with people you date?
Yes.
Am I weird for not doing that? Like, if I date you, I want to date you. If I want to be friends, I want to be friends. Like, I don't blend those two things.
Really?
I don't, because I can't. Well, I'll get
like,
into
I
my
have to
whatever.
know you. I just feel like we just jump into date and then.
Well, that's what I feel like dating is for, to get to know the person.
Well, I'm still learning how to date, I guess. Like, I'm still learning.
I mean, okay. But so back to the other question, because I think Black gay culture has a very unique circumstance when it comes to making friends, because no other circles of friends that I can think of, the people in the circle could be attracted to each other.
Oh, yeah, that can be.
Like my brother has a whole bunch of straight friends. He's straight. They're not attracted to each other, so they don't run the risk of, having those blurry lines. My females in my life, they have a whole lot of girlfriends that they are not attracted to, so they don't have the same likelihood of finding somebody that they're attracted to and want to be friendly with. But Black gay culture, culture in general, like
I just want some gay boyfriends, gay male friends.
Because I thought that's the opposite of what you was just saying. Like,
I want some gay male friends be like, yo, let's go somewhere. I just be in the house.
But is there a problem with just being in the house?
No.
Because I'm an introvert. I like being at the house.
I like being in the house too.
Well, I want to hang out with
that voice though, baby. What I tell you? I like being in the house, dude. Baby, what I tell you, that got me in my feels for. Y'all heard those ASMR videos? They be like,
yes, yeah.
That baby, when I tell you the hairs on the back of my neck stood up when you said that, I mean, it took me out. Okay, what have you had it with, JC?
I mean, I guess I'm gonna piggyback off of you. Like, I hate not being able to be friends. Like, I don't have a lot of gay friends either, because either A, they like me, or it tends to end up to something like sexual. I mean, and we can't just hang out. Like, I've had it with that too. So I'm gonna piggyback off what you said.
But is it that you can't hang out or you don't hang out?
Both.
I don't even have male gay friends that even reach out to me to be friends.
Well, for me I can never date somebody that I feel like has had relations with any of my friends. And that is a big, okay, so that's what I don't like. That's what I've had enough with. Because it seems like, especially in my city, Dallas, seems like anybody that has tried to date me has had some type of something with somebody in my friend circle, at least one.
But if you have a very eligible friend circle, is that like how do you overcome that, friend?
Find somebody in another city to date.
I mean, you bi-coastal and shit. I ain't there yet. I ain't there yet. I ain't the bi-coastal fish yet. But I'm just saying.
I mean, but you don't got to do that now. Like, they have the internet is here. You got FaceTime. You got all of this stuff. Like, you got flights. Like,
Yeah.
But I can't big spoon a FaceTime.
Well, that's true. So,
Like,
somebody's going to have to move eventually.
I need
some touchy
touch in my adult parts.
Well,
I need touch.
I get it. But, I mean, it's just, that's a big thing for me. I cannot date nobody that my friends have been around, or I don't know. I just
awkward.
like exclusivity. Like, I don't want anybody else that I know that had. Like, I want to have that exclusive.
And see, that doesn't bother me.
Well, it's different for me because what you had with somebody else, you're not gonna have with me.
Well, that's true too.
Okay, I mean, light flex.
But I don't even want nobody trying to size me up, being like, "Oh, I had your man."
it.
Like, nah, man, you can have him, girl.
But what if they don't want? But what if it didn't work with you? What if it didn't work with that person? It could work with you.
Yeah,
I mean, that's true, and the Lord gonna have to lead me in that direction if that's the truth. But that's not what I'm seeking. The
irony of all of this is you are so sanctified right now, and I am lightly tipsy. Like, just the irony that I am a whiskey and a ginger in, and you talking about if the Lord would bless me.
I'm just saying, you could be tipsy
Any
and let
way
the Lord
he does me, I'll be just fine. Like just
But see, I'm like that too. Like even like any of my exes that I dated, like I don't want none of my friends to be with them. I mean, to be friends with them. I'm very,
Really?
and call me like that. I'm just, because once I'm done with you, all my friends, my family, everybody's done with you.
No.
We don't F with you at all.
Now, I do say if I had a bad breakup with somebody, because I have been in a situation where, you know, we were together for a while, and so our friend circles kind of meshed. And when it ended, that was litmus test for our friendship. Like, if you gonna drop me to go with my ex, then I don't fuck with either one of y'all.
Literally.
I think it's for me. It's based off the relationship. Like if it ended horrible, then don't be friends with that. Can I say nigga?
Yes, you
Don't be friends with
can.
that
We
nigga.
black.
Well, my whole thing is, for me, it's now, and it's not even a relationship thing, because some people be like, oh, well, I don't want to get in y'all relationship, I'm not into that. But for me, it's an integrity thing, because if you knew what happened and you still choose to be friends with this person, then you have a issue with integrity, because
you got a point.
regardless of who it is, I'm not okay with that person doing anybody like that.
No, see, I need I'm gonna stick beside him.
I tried
like
that don't work
all
either.
of that with my friends though.
Oh,
with
with my friends, yeah.
I don't give a damn if I was wrong, if I drugged their name through the mud, if I cheated on them. Like you came with me, you leaving with me.
Period.
And then that man need to be over there.
And that's on period.
So
we don't F with him.
I just think that that's where I'm at. Okay, so I have had it with the competition between cis gay men versus people of trans experience. Hit it. Very.
I be saying about the transition, because I mean, y'all got it a little easier, you know. That's what the niggas is liking now. They like dick and titties. Titties and dick. That's what it seemed like. Am I lying? The trans girls gets all the niggas.
Do the trans girls get all the niggas?
I mean, I think that they get like a certain type. I think that the issue is that a lot of the whole misconception is that they get the straight acting or straight presenting guys. But I mean, that didn't never stop nothing for me.
Okay. Before I put my 2 cents in, what you say?
Yeah,
Canario?
the same. I think that is a certain type that they go for. Again, I think it's the straight
and
that's
the
attracted
closet
to them too.
Right.
Wait, a certain type that the trans girls go for, or a certain type that the straight men go for?
The straight in the cover gay men, they go for the trans. Because for them, I had a conversation with this straight dude, and
it's the quotations,
right?
for me.
Because he said that he would have sex with
a trans
individual, and I'm
but
just
not
like,
a gay boy, but not a man.
Right, so
which I never understood that.
Right, and you know, I just started watching trans porn.
Really,
it's very sexy. It's very
trans men or trans women.
Trans women.
Is it a man you looking at or a woman that you looking at?
A woman.
So trans woman.
But with the boobs and the dangling, I think that's kind of sexy.
Okay, I mean there is no shade about about what you are attracted to, what you find sexy. But what I think the reason why this rubs me the wrong way is because I think there is a part of our culture that just has this infatuation with straight niggas.
Right, and turning people out.
And I can't stand that. Like, why can't you just be okay with the gay boys? Because in my experience, because I like fishy gay boys, I like a little sugar in their tank, I like all of that. I ain't never ran into no issue in competition with straight boys or the hypermasculine or the toxic girls. Yeah. Like, that's never been a thing for me because I like boys that like boys.
Right. Well, I have been in Well, I mean, I think subconsciously been in competition with a girl over a guy. Yeah, and when I was in LA for sure. And the guy just texted me like last night. That's so crazy.
Not
randomly.
Me.
Sorry.
I mean, you are random textable though.
Is that a good or a bad thing?
I mean, if I had you and lost you, I would text you randomly.
I mean, that's what they say. I wouldn't disagree.
Moving on. There was a man who went shopping and found a black Santa in a pink and baby blue sequins. He called the Santa gay, and that is part of the agenda. Roll that.
So y'all gotta check this shit out. I'm in Macy's right now. In Philly, at that. And I ain't never seen no shit like this in my life, gang. Man, if this ain't no agenda, if they not pushing agendas, I don't know what agendas is, gang. Hold up. Just look at this shit. Just look at this. So we walking out and I get to the Christmas section, right? Now hold up. So I was like, oh, my baby was crying. look at the baby. She was crying. And so I'm like, oh, there's Santa. So we see Santa, right? And so, white Santa is normal. Then I see black Santa. I'm like, oh, we got black Santa. Man, look, they done made Santa gay. A gay black.
So, is this an agenda? Is it an
No,
agenda?
he's just ignorant and gay.
Well, that's been our show, everybody. Thank you so much. I'll see y'all next week. That's been our show.
Like, oh my gosh.
He's ignorant and gay. Okay, I mean,
he's undercover. He would have sex with a trans.
But full disclosure, Santa was very trans aware. That Santa was very trans. The gifts were pink and blue. Now, I'm not saying Santa was trans. I'm not saying Santa's trying to turn the people trans. But if it were Trans Awareness Month, which I don't know that it is, I'll put that Santa out and be like, hey.
Yeah, and for me, I don't
Trans
think
lives
that it's
matter.
necessarily like an agenda. Now, granted, like what if I was the designer of that Santa, would I have chosen like iridescent sequins,
and pink and blue
pink
gifts?
and blue? No, I wouldn't. But I think it's an issue of the people that are designing are not black and they're not understanding like the culture. Nope. So to them, they think it's like something normal. But to us, it's like, okay, well, what is that? So I don't necessarily think it's like an agenda. But that also goes back to like, why would that be the first thing that you think about as a straight man? You know what I'm saying? Like,
why you push your baby?
Why you pushing a baby? Like that wouldn't be like the first thing that I would think about.
So one of my friends, his name is D Smith. He got a podcast called Boy Please Whatever, and he has this analogy. He says when your house get broke into, you go in the closet and you shut your ass up because you don't want nobody to find you. Mm-hmm. And so when people are in the closet making a whole lot of noise, like clocking Santa and calling it the gay agenda. Clocked. Deidre said clock. Santa low-key slays as a bear. Okay, got it. Comic Zan says Santa low-key slays as a bear. Yes, but I think that the girls that are in the closet, not thinking that they are in the closet, make the most fucking noise.
Yeah,
and you know what happens to those people when you in the closet hiding? You get clocked.
And you got clocked, sir.
Okay.
You did.
Okay, TikTok has been exploding with this gay man who is responding to women who say they are attracted to them. Here is the creator's response. Roll the clip.
Well, yes, I did say this and I absolutely meant it. However, I like to bump purses with purses that have handles. I cannot do anything with a clutch or a crossbody. I like boy bussy Birkins occasionally, but I do not want a Chanel Coochie Classic flap.
He's so fucking gay to understand any of those analogies. Boy, bussy Birkins and a Chanel Gucci Classic flap. Like do you know how gay you have to be to get any of those references?
So clearly, I'm pretty gay because I understood it.
I understood every word he said.
Yo,
absolutely.
I need to remember that so I can say it.
Me too.
We'll send you the link.
Thank you. I don't want to.
So when it comes to boys who take dick, do you bump purses?
What do you mean? I'm sorry.
With a handle.
With a handle? But what does that mean? What do you understand that to mean? Whether you take dick or not. What do you understand that I bump purses with a handle?
I bump dicks. Like what?
See, I thought it just meant I will bump pussies with a boy.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah,
that's what I gathered from it.
But that don't mean we bumping dicks though.
Well,
that's sword fighting.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Oh, well, that's true. I didn't think about that. You're right.
Yeah, you're right about
bumping dicks is sword fighting.
So, what y'all said.
I want to ask the next question, but I don't know if y'all are going to answer it.
Ask it.
Please ask it.
So, like, is bumping pussies is that gratifying?
No.
Why did you have so much disgust in your face, friend?
Because, like, you should just jack off.
But what if you want to see? Nah,
I feel like we did that when we was young. That's like,
well,
do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Again, ASMR.
I got cocoa butter on my hands.
That's it.
I can't hear it.
I can hear it loud and clear, friend. Maybe it's just because I be bumping pussies. I don't know. But is it gratifying, JC?
Well, so short story. So there was
this one time at band camp.
There was this not too long ago. There was like this guy. He was like so fine. Like, oh my God, like so fine. Like Literally everything checked off.
You're not
Everything on
talking
my
about
list.
you, are you?
No, not me. But even finer than me, in my opinion. But like, what do you do? But like,
Light flex. Got it.
but but like, he was a bottom. And it's just like, what do you do?
I know exactly what to do.
So,
I got a million things I can do.
I mean, one thing led to another, but I mean, would I say that I was completely satisfied? I would say no. But, I mean, I guess for the moment it was, but what
does bumping purses do? Like,
I really can't.
Are you just grinding the booty holes together? Is it a double-sided dildo? Like, what are you doing?
I didn't make it that far.
I mean,
but I never thought about it that way, actually. But yeah.
See? That's what happens here on Dear Black Gaming Podcast.
Yeah,
that's what happens in the back room.
In the back room.
Hello.
In the back room. Okay. It's very funny. This transition is hilarious because across the United States, voter registration deadlines are coming up after we just talked about bumping pussies. Voter registrations are coming up and vary from state to state. But if you are in Georgia, early voting starts next week. If you need to register or get information about your local election procedures, visit vote.gov. Because this is a very consequential election. Now, y'all are registered, yes?
I'm registered.
Yes.
So the irony is I was removed from the voter rolls.
Really?
Really?
Yes. I voted in my last local election. I voted in the last federal election. I voted for the governor. I voted for Stacey Abrams. But I was removed from the voter rolls, and I didn't think so because I moved since the last election. So I had to change my voter registration. Got the letter in the mail, said I was not registered at all.
Oh.
Isn't that crazy?
So because of you moving,
I don't know why.
That's crazy.
But in Georgia, they talked about how they purged from the voter rolls, all that. And I guess my name was included in the purge. So I had to I'm registered now.
Yeah.
All is well.
Okay.
But if it happened to me, who is an active voter, then I can only imagine what happens to others. So make sure you're updating your voter registration. And for those who can, make sure your voter registration card address matches your identification address if you can. If not, just do your due diligence and go to vote.gov to see your election procedures.